For FaZe, this is an opportunity for them to right the wrong of losing to Native Red, get one step closer to the title. But for Oxygen, it's just all a part of the story, you know, at this point for this team. In Seattle, it has been the story of the next generation. Players, you know, like Collect, players like Manny that have established themselves as now household names in the Halo community that now can compete along the likes of the Formals, the Snakebites, the Ecos of the world who have been at this for such a long time. This is where everything collides to. And for FaZe Clan, you know, you talk about the players like the Youngblood and all that stuff that's on this team, but you have to also talk about the veterans that are on that FaZe lineup there. Guys like Spartan, they're going to be looking to lead the charge here the only way that he knows how, but this is it. Do or die, backs against the wall. Oxygen Esports, FaZe Clan, the battle begins. These players are loading into the lobby, and Tony, it's Champ Sunday, baby. It doesn't get any better than this.
It's the Young Guns versus the veterans, and now we're gonna find out, is this the passing of the torch, or are FaZe ready to take what's rightfully theirs? Game number 1, capture the flag on Bazaar.
FaZe and Oxygen have really had quite the tumultuous journey up until this point. But to make it to Championship Sunday at the biggest event of the year, it really is a testament to just how talented these 8 players are. And here we go, folks. FaZe versus Oxygen, and we're kicking things off with Team Nick.
Both of these teams playing capture the flag on Bazaar. Neither one of these teams really wanted to see this, especially for so much on the line. It's not their bread and butter whatsoever.
I don't think anyone wants to see Bazaar.
Very true.
You know, I mean, look, let's be honest, this is a tough map to play, man. You're normally not going to go to the distance, or sorry, you're normally not going to go for the points here. It's just going to go all the way to regulation.
Well, at least both of these teams will be warmed up, because I promise we're going to see at least 12 minutes worth of action, maybe even extra 3 minutes overtime. We're also going to see Spartan taking advantage of the overshield, but only a double melee onto one. Doesn't exactly have the help that he was looking for.
This is an opportunity here. You got players down inside of the base. And you know what, though? While all that was going on, Spartan was actually in a fight and looking to make progress inside of the base, but that trade is not going to result to all that much for FaZe Clan. And Oxygen looked like they were primed and ready to go to jump on this opportunity, but it ends up not working out for them there. And they got to go back to the drawing board, Tony. This was a pretty solid run so far, and Oxygen showing that they can go toe-to-toe against some of the best in the world.
It's going to be critical.
2 down.
And Collect gets himself a rocket launcher.
They have the rocket launcher, Tony. This is crazy. Flag's going to be all the way over toward the Oxygen Esports side. Collect's going to bring that flag closer, gets the kill on Sparty, and now he's dragging the flag up the stairs. Oxygen Esports draw first blood on Bazaar CTF against a very game FaZe Clan.
What goes up must come down, so FaZe up, FaZe down. 0-1. Oxygen taking the lead, and Collect still having one rocket to work with. Now going to try to push up, because obviously their job is not done yet. You still have to push up. You still have to the slaves you're looking for. He gets himself a double kill. Gets him a triple kill. Collect is collecting skulls.
The collection agency is out, baby. And he's all up in the business of FaZe Clan. That is the definition of making yourself a hard kill. And look at this here. Another overshield has been grabbed. 2 players down. This next round of slays can begin. And they got themselves another freaking overshield. It looks like Oxygen Esports, they're here to win a championship, Tony.
Not only were Oxygen Esports able to stay alive, but they put FaZe momentarily 4 down, now playing through it, being as patient as possible. The film review has paid off. FaZe are 3 down once again. Oxygen are running yet another flag.
Now, Tryon has a big battle, I believe, that's going to be happening over toward flag, because Renegade's still going to be located there. Collect's going to manage to bring the flag across, but the kill's going to come through, and a beautiful thruster from Collect to get away from that freaking brute nade, but he's finally going to get killed. 4 down for FaZe, Tony. They're going to go up by 2. That could be critical here for Oxygen.
Who are the favorites here?
Oh
it's
my God, I'm getting goosebumps, bro.
Esports up 2-0 right now to start off our championship Sunday. A 2-0 lead so far for Oxygen Esports. Collect, having to deal with a Bulldog player,
down.
not able to stay alive. 3 down go Oxygen and Spartan. Now gonna advance that flag forward right toward the BR side. But hold on, Nemesis slows them down just a bit. Can't quite get the double kill, but that bit of a delay should buy time for Oxygen to overextend.
And this is going to be difficult as well because it should give Oxygen the option to be able to push into the palm trees of FaZe Clan's base. But it doesn't seem like anyone's going to be there to meet them. And in fact, this is going to be FaZe Clan bringing this game right back from the dead. And they managed to get one on the board finally. But look at the amount of effort it took for them to make that happen. They lost 3 players in the process, and Spartan is about to go down.
Not have to worry about the counter pull coming in, but luckily Oxygen weren't able to get in the base exactly in time. Another round of slave is what's necessary, but Oxygen seem to be ready. Spartan down to 1 shot. Plaza pistol charged up, ready for a fight right after. Trying, that's gonna be a big kill. Gets himself a killing spree before going down, and Oxygen have been cleared out. Will fall for Oxygen. Half the members now on the black screen, the other half forced to rotate because FaZe are running their second flag.
And they're running it right into the loving hands there of Bohm, who has to make a stop happen some way, somehow, but it's not gonna happen. He goes down, and that's the problem when you face off against a team like FaZe. When you think you got yourself a lead, little do you know, it's gonna fall apart in a heartbeat there. A big trade is gonna come through. Is anyone around the vicinity to try and stop this? Falcated looking to go God mode here as he gets the kill on Nemesis. Flag's gonna be open and available. He doesn't have a grapple shot to make it happen, but I love the sizzle sticks as they look to try and just quell this push, but the flag is gonna continue to move, and now we're about to hit the 2-minute warning, but if this flag goes in, it's gonna be tied 2-2, and we're tied 2-2! And it's gonna start making its way to the FaZe Clan side of the base. You have a minute left on the clock. Oxygen Esports, if you want to stop this, if you want a chance in this game, you have to dig deep here and now, but FaZe Clan are putting a brick wall in front of them. That's 3 flag caps back to back to back.
I was almost a believer, but I don't forgot who we're talking about. We're talking about King Nick, Falcated, Renegade, and Sparty. That dog. FaZe able to come up. 35 seconds on the clock, and now the question is, can Oxygen desperate across this map? Because they have to get at least 1 pull in order to force that sudden death. And as of right now, FaZe, they're on full defense mode.
You have 15 seconds remaining here if you're Oxygen to make a play. Probably one of the most pivotal, important plays of your entire career. What are you made of now? Because Bohm gets the kill against Falcated, but no one's in the facility, or in the vicinity rather, to stop them. And there you have it. FaZe Clan, after getting hit right with a hook to the jaw, answer right back with 3 flag caps of their own and tell Oxygen, hey, slow your roll for right now.
Well, that's the one thing I like about FaZe. They understand the showmanship. They're like me, you know, they want to put on a show. So they obviously purposefully went down 2 flag caps just so they can cap back to back to back caps and put on a show for you guys at home. You know, honestly, guys, go ahead and at FaZe, go ahead and at Spartan and Renegade, and thank them for putting on an incredible show to start off our championship Sunday.
For real, man. 2 flag caps for Oxygen in a row, but then FaZe get 3? That has to be demoralizing for Oxygen going into live Fire Slayer. It's in front of them, they'll chase after that kill, and they will normally get it. But that is also where Falcated comes into play, because let's not forget, this is one of the best Slayers in the game. So he can just set up, allow his teammates to cause disruption, get the cleanup, as well as Nick. This is a very scary situation for Oxygen to be in, and they could go down 2-0. They're gonna need to pull something out of the hat here.
I hate to be obvious when I say this, but this game is going to be played through that sniper rifle. We obviously know Nemesis wants to grab a hold of it and absolutely go off. But who else can do that? The likes of Spartan, the likes of Falcon, the likes of Renegade. Whoever has the sniper rifle in their hands the longest will most likely come out with the win. And Oxygen Esports, with a big start, they might be able to get first hands on that and the overshield.
From Collect. And now we got a 6-4 start, but the key here for FaZe is to not give up any of those deaths, and they give up the overshield despite the incredible start. You simply cannot allow that to happen if you're Oxygen. Point is, it seems as if with this overshield, Nemesis is surrounding the entirety of FaZe Clan as those players are going to drop down, allowing Oxygen Esports to be able to get this lead. One player is going to be very weak, but at least he's able to get the kill. But I'm sure he would have been able to love to stay alive there to help out Collect in this situation. He's going to be so weak, and it doesn't have any help. But Collect is going to stay alive for the time being and keep this game tight. Yeah, this is problematic. Look at the lead. It's 4 kills. You get 1 round of slays, you're back in the game. But the thing is with FaZe, they're not one of those teams that you could simply just kill 4 down just like that. They're always going to find value one way, shape, or form. So Oxygen Esports, the worst thing that they could do right now is turtle, which I don't think that's what they're doing. They're really just discussing where they're going to want to look to push now. And they're going to send themselves right over to Spartan, who's over toward back tower. He's also got the assist there from Renegade, but I like this that they're playing slow. They're not really giving any information, and Nemesis has some intel here. Oh my God! Renegade with the reads! He slid was ready for it.
Did he have the intel, or was FaZe just baiting him out right there?
No, he was waiting secret.
Security.
Oh my God, what a play. What a play. That could have been huge for Oxygen. Oh! It wasn't even like, it wasn't a tactical crouch. It was a delayed melee to the wall. Good God. They're running away with this one now, Tony. Hit him with the mist. King Nick, he's having the game right now. He's having the Slayer that he needed to have, because when King Nick is able to slay like this, that is when FaZe thrive. And everyone in FaZe knows this. So right now, they just got to let the king be the king.
When King Nick is going like this, FaZe looking unstoppable.
Respawns are coming up here. Collect's waiting to see. He finds a target there, gets a little antsy and goes for the shot, but it is a 3-kill lead. Oxygen can still come back into this game, but this next fight is going to be so important there as he looks for the shot, and Collect finds the number. Now he's got to push this opportunity here. Looks for another player up top, sends the need forward with the repulsor. That's a 1-kill game, and they're right back in it, Tony.
This is not supposed to happen. They're not following the script. Oxygen Esports about to put on one of the most incredible comebacks that we've seen on Live Fire Slayer, but off the screen, Triton goes down. Oxygen Esports getting surrounded.
Where's the help?
Using them as bait, but eventually doesn't have the help he's looking for. And FaZe, they send multiple players to flood Oxygen Esports and collapse on them. That's a 2-0 win coming out of FaZe.
Push to top mid, where they were right by Mangler. I have to wonder, what was the call there? Because you had 3 players from FaZe that were literally surrounded, and then Collect was looking, I'm assuming, for a flanker. But in that situation, I would want to take my best player. I want to take a guy who has one of the nastiest shots in the HCS and put him in that fight to try and find some cleanup kills. And he got there too late. He got there as his teammate was just surrounded by 3. So, man, FaZe right now, they are in a prime position, but it has been close, Tony. So many games. What a game we've gotten so far. Wild to think that this could have been 2-0 for Oxygen. That's how close this whole series has been. That's how close this weekend has been. Every team has been so unbelievably competitive through and through.
Yeah, at this point, I don't count anybody out.
No, not at all.
I really
Whoa, look at that. There
it is. I told you the haircut.
Yeah, I had one as well, but it went away with age, you know. So
I'm gonna get a FaZe tattoo on my neck.
Oh, you're gonna do that? Yeah. And they're gonna have to pull off a reverse sweep. Some say it's impossible.
$1 million on the line. The players are getting ready here. You see them on screen. We already saw some body disrespect coming out of King Nick. I'm just saying, FaZe,
hey, man,
they must be feeling good.
It's do or die now for Oxygen Esports. For FaZe Clan, they could walk away with a clean 3-0 sweep. And while it wasn't necessarily the cleanest, when we all look at the history books, we're not going to remember the nuances of the game. We're just going to see the numbers, and the numbers show that after 2 games in this series, FaZe have had Oxygen's number. But this is it, folks. It's Oxygen's time to shine, or FaZe could very well put out that light.
When you're looking for a gigabanger of a game or some ramen, you go to the streets of Mombasa, and that's where we go for our game number 3, potentially the final time we'll see Oxygen Esports on this stage here in the World Championship. Double cap coming in early out of FaZe. Nemesis looking to take control of the match.
They're about to hit 100 points, and they're going to stop Triton right at the back steps here. This is a very uncomfortable fight in the alley, right in the stairway you certainly don't want to be in against Renegade. He gets to melee, 100 points and counting. They're going to capture C, forcing the spawns over toward A, but look at where those players from Oxygen are popping up. Renegade's got the read on red. You also saw players spawning toward Cafe and PD, thus sending Triton back to the depth screen. That's going to have to prompt a desperation Mission B capture.
In this game, but it's been all FaZe Clan. This is not just a game. This is not just a series. This is a message, a statement being made.
After the first 2 games, Tony, it looked like Oxygen Esports was so competitive with FaZe, but now FaZe are about to cross a 200-point threshold, completely unchallenged. Oxygen Esports are laying a goose egg in Seattle, and I just didn't think that gooses were plentiful out here.
Lead, and I don't know what has happened, but I don't like it. Renegade is absolutely running amok right now, almost able to get himself a triple kill, but the Oxygen go 3 down. Nonetheless, time is ticking. This might be a goose.
This is it. You got to do this right now. Do you really want to go out of Seattle with a goose egg? They get the trip cap again, and Renegade and FaZe Clan are absolutely abusing Oxygen Esports. What a collapse of one of the best teams in the world. But FaZe showing why they're trying to fight for a world title, and just like that, we see a 0 scoreline there. Can anyone get into B? Renegade's gonna go into C. He's gonna force his movement, and he's in it. They got 1 point, a breadstick, a couple of bakers, and if they don't stop this now, this game is as good as over.
At this point, we need to see perfect Halo now being played by Oxygen Esports. They have
immaculate Halo.
Cap. They have themselves the momentum, but they don't have a Renegade. 3 down, go FaZe. But the same for Oxygen Esports. Falcon wanted to get that final kill before they push up, but now Falcon's under pressure. He's hopping on the B side. He's gonna force Oxygen Esports to make a move.
Falcon is waiting for the push now. Where's the challenge? Why do they get this uncontested? He was over toward PD! What the hell? And that is it! A statement has been made! FaZe Clan says Oxygen packing. They packed the bags for them. They checked out of the hotel, and they told them, get the hell out of Seattle. This is my city.
They're dead!
Oh my God.
Oxygen! FaZe have sucked all the oxygen out of the room. A 3-0 sweep by
unbelievable.
FaZe.
And here we are now. They not only they win 3-0, but that was sad. That was honestly sad. That was not what I wanted to see from Oxygen. I'm a big fan of all 4 of those players, and it makes me real sad to have seen that play out like that.
But it's great for one team. It's absolutely amazing for one team. And that's gonna be FaZe. They move forward. They've been in chip. I'm just saying.
Where did this come from? How'd you get a shirt thrown at you?
I'm a big deal. You didn't know?
Oh my God, this guy. Tony Rose, ladies and gentlemen.
I call for something. Let me get $1 million. Hold on.
No,
it don't work for that.
Yeah, Tashi wasn't giving that to us.
They gotta get the suitcase.
Okay, good enough. But right now, FaZe Clan are trying to fight for a suitcase full of money of their own.